I just wonder, after the Capitol riots back in January the 6th, those famous days, you yourself said that Donald Trump's comments directly led to violence and he did very little to de-escalate the situation. Do you want to apologise to him for saying that, as you're urging Labour politicians to do?
That was a major situation. I was Home Secretary at the time then, and we were obviously working with our US counterparts on security issues. So, no one wants to see violence after elections.
But do you stand by your comment that Donald Trump's comments directly led to violence?
That was a serious situation at the time. And in fact, I actually met many of the police officers in Washington not long after that who had to deal with the violence that then came about.
And it was really serious, but the point I'm asking you about is you clearly pointed the finger at Donald Trump for stoking that situation.
Well,
do you stand by that?
Times have moved on, because that situation, if you go back and you saw the extent of the violence and effectively undermining of democracy, you saw what happened. Those pictures were pretty stark in terms of what happened. I was there at the time, not long after, with law enforcement and security people that had to work and deal with that situation and bring calm and de-escalate that situation to then bring calm and move that forward.
But do you stand by that? You were clearly very worried about what was happening to democracy in front of our eyes then.
We were absolutely worried at the time. I think those comments, in light of what happened, were absolutely right and fair and relevant with the new coming administration.
But is it still your view that Donald Trump is somebody who was, in that moment, a threat to democracy?
Well, in that moment, we saw violence unfold.
But is that still your view? Do you still have that concern about him?
At that particular time, let me just put this into context. No point fast-forwarding now and taking quotes into the modern
Well, that's what
context.
you're doing to the Labour Party.
No, I'm not
so
actually.
I'm asking you about your own comments.
Well, then has David Lammy apologised for the comments that he's made?
I'm asking whether you still share that.
But
do you still have the view? It's an important point. As you say, January the 6th was an incredibly serious situation.
There was violence and people were hurt. You saw the level of physical violence that took place. That was unacceptable.